most autistic men struggle severely when it comes to dating.
Well, they struggle in in-person interactions in general.
Yeah, it's not just
it's
dating.
not specifically dating.
Well, yes, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is that same difficulty is not going to present itself for women who are autistic.
Okay.
Who aren't or are.
Who are, or maybe I got my words mixed up. But again, like there's all sorts of realms where you can like handicap, and I'm using like the golf term, not the disabled term, I guess. You could handicap a girl as much as you want, and she can still outperform a dude. Like, you would have to severely handicap a woman. Again, golf term, not like a chick in a wheelchair could put up some bodies, bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, she could get some.
Okay.
You know, shit.
I think
Brian,
I think most of us.
I know men in wheelchairs.
Most of us agree with
A man
you.
in a wheelchair, he's gonna struggle. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me on this. He's
Brian,
gonna have a
I think
difficult time.
a lot of us agreed with you that sure, women do have an easier time getting laid.
Oh, she didn't. So I'm just kind of.
Yeah, I was like the only
Blanket.
one, I
Here,
guess.
let's do this. Show of hands.
I don't know.
Who has an easy? Let me think about how I want to word this. Do you think it's overstated the degree to which men struggle to get women?
Overstated?
Overstated. Do you think it's exaggerated?
I think it's a smidge.
A little, sure, because I think in some cases people get very self-piteous, and yeah, sure, it's
Pitches?
self-piteous.
Is
Yeah,
is that a word?
it is,
Let me-
and I think
wow, I'm learning.
I'm pretty
Hold on,
sure
let
it
me-
is.
Pitchious, like pitch, EOUS.
Yeah,
Piteous.
yeah.
Oh, okay, pitchious. I didn't know. Okay, yeah, that's a word.
Cool. Anyways, I
Hold
think
on, let me check the pronunciation.
Looking it up.
Piteous.
Piteous.
It's piteous threw me off.
piteous. Piteous.
Why you
sounds
gotta
gross.
throw me off like that?
Sorry,
dude?
I was homeschooled, so I learned the pronunciation of most things like by myself.
Oh.
So do you want to know really quick how I thought fatigue was pronounced until I was 14?
Fatiga.
Worse, a fatigue.
I love it.
Anyways, I think sure, it's definitely harder for men to get laid. However, I think a lot of people tend to wallow in that fact instead of thinking, okay, how can I better myself? And even if it is harder, it doesn't mean you should fall into that trope and stop and abandon taking care of yourself and give up.
Well, I agree with you that you shouldn't just wallow in self-pity and you should try to level up. However, I do think there are certain realities when it comes to the dating dynamics that make it incredibly frustrating for some men, especially men who are, for example, really unattractive physically or are short. These men have genuine concerns when it comes to dating.
Are you saying like somebody who's short, like they can't change that? There's nothing they can do to be taller? Like people who can't level up.
Make yourself taller.
No, I know. I'm asking, is that what you're saying? Like people who have no choice but to accept that they'll never be top tier because they can't change something like their height?
Well, I mean, there's just certain realities to, for example, facial symmetry. Mm-hmm. There's just the way your face is, like that you can't really change. And I mean, literally like a few, I don't know what the term would be, like a few cubic, I don't know what the term is. Literally, what's the term? I don't know. Like the smallest amount of bone and meat could like transform someone's face. But if you're lacking in that way, there's really not much you can do to make up for it, for example. Mm-hmm. Now, no matter who you are, whether you're already really attractive or you're not, you do need to try to level up as much as you can. But some men are going to struggle more than others. And we're seeing that play out in actuality, in real time, in the dating marketplace, where you basically have swaths of men that are basically invisible to women.
But all of this doesn't have to, it's not about looks. It's about how men talk to women and lack thereof.
I don't know why this didn't get read. I'm going to trigger this again. Go ahead with your point, though.
I just think so much of this is not based on looks and whatnot. It's about how men just like literally don't know how to talk to women.
I mean, perhaps that's a
And-
component, but I mean, looks is
a
the
component.
first thing.
That's a huge aspect of it. To
Yeah,
like
but
get
if-
up the nerve to do it, to actually know what to say, to not have some terrible pickup line, to connect
Good
with
point.
someone.
And the burden of which falls almost exclusively on men.
Sure, I think,
So men
I think
have
women do
have
as
a-
well, but you
Women
can have
do what?
You can have what?
What women don't really initiate to the same degree that men do. Women
Sure.
don't have to.
Okay, but
So you just said, they don't know how to talk to guys, but like we could run through this experiment right now. Like,
no, I'm saying there's an aspect of that. It's way worse.
but most
for
women
men.
don't have game.
I would disagree.
Most women don't. You don't have game, and you don't need game. Women don't need game. You literally just show up.
I don't know.
Right.
I've definitely turned off more than one person just from being weird.
My point is
Sure,
that it's
but-
not about looks. Like a guy on a lower end scale of
Then
looks.
why
or
is-
whatever, if he's talking to you, if he's
Into
like
the mic.
intriguing you,
Into the mic, closer to the mic.
sorry, if he's intriguing you, that will outshine anything.
Yeah, but the basis for both men and women, the first thing is physical attraction. That has to be there. If you
Right.
have like dynamo game or Riz or whatever term, yeah, you can make up for your lack of looks. If you have status and you have wealth, you can make up for your lack of looks
I
to
don't
some
agree
degree.
with that. If you're meeting someone at a bar, like everything is on the line of what you're going to say to them. That's all
Also,
that matters.
your physical appearance.
Fine, but if you're engaging in that person in the way that is intriguing the woman, that says a lot more.
Well,
That
I mean,
people can get over like how you look, and they can grow to love you and accept. certain
Then why
things.
is it that women only swipe? Like a couple of you answered this question. Most of you said, I only find like 10, 15% of the dudes on dating apps attractive. And the data from the dating apps themselves say that women swipe no on the vast majority of men. So if it really wasn't about looks, then why is it the case that women on dating apps where most people meet seem to care quite a bit about physical appearance?
I think everyone cares quite a bit, and
Doesn't that contradict your point then?
No, I'm just saying. I'm a little bit on the opposite side where I tend to date down.
Oh.
If
Jeffrey
anything.
Wolf donated $100. Don't fall into that trope. Red-haired girl, you mean like the feminist victimhood tropes you've been throwing out all night?
You want to kiss me so bad. Come play Mario Kart with me. You'll get creamed. Trust.
Creamed? What?
Haram!
Oh, okay. What? Go ahead.
I just think if more men who were not in the top tier knew how to speak to women more so, their looks wouldn't matter as much.
So if
And women are able and willing to like adapt to what their normal.
you're too far from the
standards are.
mic.
Sorry. Women are able to adapt their normal standards of what they think is attractive based on how attractive someone is speaking to them.
So basically, have game is
And
what you're
I know this
saying?
because it happened to me.
But I think most women don't care about looks anyways. Like I was
I would
reading
disagree.
this.
I disagree.
I don't know. I was reading this book and they said that most women,
Cap.
they're seduced by words. And men are
I've heard
seduced by
that.
physical
Agree-
appearances.
Agreed that women are
So-
seduced by words, but it is initiated by physical attraction.
The physical
So
attractiveness
Oh, like the
has
Are
to
you,
be
are
there.
you going to
See?
engage? Like, let's say.
But why are women not even
I
willing
don't
to engage
care
in those
about. I
conversations?
don't care about looks though. Like
Stop
I don't
the
know.
cap.
No,
Bro,
it's
y'all-
not
you're full of
cap.
shit.
If
Yo,
he's-
would you date a guy shorter than you?
Yeah. I mean, I've gone on a date with a guy. Well, shorter than
I
me.
have
I'm
before,
short. I'm
yeah.
only 5'3", so I
Would you
don't.
date- okay,
I don't
would
meet
you-
many men 5'3".
But let's say you did. Would you date? Would you be attracted to him?
I don't know if I would like be attracted to him, but I would not.
So you care about
I
looks.
wouldn't stop that from giving him
so
a
you
chance.
care about, but you care about looks.
No, because I don't stop that from like me giving somebody a chance. Like even if I'm not like
you would date someone you're not attracted to?
Yeah, I have. But just because
Okay.
I gave them a chance to actually get to know them, and I actually like, I wasn't initially attracted to this person.
Let me ask you a question.
Gave them a chance, and
You said you had you had one long-term relationship,
Yeah.
correct? How tall was he?
oh, he's like 6'1" or something.
That's
like that.
convenient.
Yeah.
The one guy you did have a long-term relationship happens to be 3 feet above
Fucking
the average
giant.
height. So girls say this all the time, but then I ask, well, what is, of all the men you've dated,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, 6'3", 6'4".
Okay, I like guys that are. I do like guys.
I
that are
would date a
6 foot
short
and
guy,
up,
but all my
My
boyfriends have been
ex-fiance was much
6'5".
shorter than I.
I wouldn't stop that from giving someone. I wouldn't let that stop me from giving somebody a chance. Real, like, I wouldn't.
I think women are actually care way more about looks than men. Hot take of the night. How about that?
I disagree. Well, depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about like long term, men would care about looks more, but short term, I don't think so.
I also think though dating apps nowadays make it
That's
really
why I
focused.
don't care about
Posture check.
looks. Cause
Me?
Yeah, into the mic.
Sorry. I think nowadays dating apps make it really focused on looks because it's like you're putting up pictures. You could write whatever caption you want to write, but
Dating apps are extremely vapid. It relies solely on looks, and looks can be manipulated on
is.
photos.
yeah.
Totally. Well, like Avery
You know-
said, like
you know what
if
else
something's not
manipulate-
working for you, maybe try something different.
Hold on,
and
hold on.
Are you
see
gonna
what
say my
happens.
physical appearance as well? Like I could get surgery or something like that. And
No, I was going to
manipulate
say makeup also does that. Okay, let me,
that?
a
Not
couple
to the same
of,
extent as filters or.
Did the
No.
other one
makeup
get
is the
that?
most accepted lie in society.
I'm just as
Oh.
cute without makeup.
same. I have pictures
Same.
on my Instagram with no makeup on.
A
so-
lot of
Most
people,
of men
a lot
don't
of
even
people
notice
ask for
when you're
pictures
not
without
wearing
it.
it.